Hi, this is Matt Newrick here from Elite Defense Systems. We're continuing with our intermediate ground curriculum, and I've got a couple moves here that I want to show you. We're going to be doing these from under mount position, which is obviously a really leverage position for the guy on top. So we're going to talk about what to do when you're under that position, but also talk about the counters and how to counter those things. I'm going to have Doug come on here real quick. First thing I'm going to do is what's called a double arm throw. He's going to go ahead and be on mount position. Now for mount position, I wouldn't say that we should do this on purpose, but if I go through and I put my hands through just like this, or let's say my hands are already tucked here, this is a great time to do this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the power of my arms, toss this person over me, but also roll at the exact same time, so it looks like this. And this obviously gets me out of this position right here. I'm going to show that one more time. Once again, maybe Doug and I were rolling around and I ended up in this position, or maybe one arm was under or whatever. I go ahead and buck them the exact same time. Then I go ahead and take my arms, toss them right over me here, and then roll on out. Just like that. I will go ahead and we can stop that if Doug now is on the ground. Once he goes ahead and he puts both arms under, once again, maybe they just went to this way or something like this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab his wrist from the other side. And I'm going to end up in what's called a naked triangle. It's a triangle without having an arm through it to choke the person out. You're just going to do it with the legs, and that's what we call a naked triangle. So once again, from this position right here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the person's wrist, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to force a roll for myself, going right over to my shoulder. As I go right here, he gets up onto his knees. From this position, I go right here, and I can go ahead and crank right here. Now, if his head's down, you're going to get pain compliance. If his chin is up just like this, and I get to this position, this is going to lead to a crank or a choke right here. Okay? So once again, you do a normal triangle, but now you don't have the arm going right through. That's how we go ahead and we do this move. Next one we're going to work here real quick, if I can once again be under mount. How we do this escape is once again we set it on up, elbows are on the knees, I buck the person on up. I'm going to go ahead and push on the person's hips, pinch my knees together, and swallow them back into guard. It's going to look like this, just like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that again. The timing of this move is kind of what makes it work. So as I go here, I want to go ahead and as I bump up, I press up. Shortly after I press up, my knees pinch together, go right through, under, and swallow them back up into guard just here like this. I counter that by doing an ankle lock. So once again, if Doug is on the ground just like this, I get on his mount position. He's going to go ahead and bump me forward, press me up, knees go right through. As they go down here like this, I fall back into my ankle lock position right here. Once again, for counters, timing is everything. You want to go ahead and you want to fall back before the person closes guard on you. Once again, this is what it looks like. He bumps forward, up, fall back. There's the lock right there. All right. Last one we're going to do is what's called the knee escape. Really basic movement from jiu-jitsu. And this is what we do. I go ahead and I shrimp up a little bit, take both hands, push on one knee, get one knee through, do the exact same thing on the other one. Sometimes I only need one hand to do that, swallow them back up into guard. It seems easy. Let's try it again. I go ahead, get a little distance, go all the way over to a side. In this case, it's obviously my left side. I take both hands. The first one needs both hands. You press right on the knee. He's going to fall forward, wrap here. Once I do that, this needs to secure over so he doesn't step back over me. I go to the other side. A lot of times I can just use one hand here. Swallow up right here. Doug's going to go ahead and do the same escape to me. So once again, I'm going to bump me forward. Going to go to a side. Anytime a person pushes on your knee, guess what it means? Kimura. We go right through here. I can either dismount and go right to here. I can stay on mount and lock right here. Or I can go all the way over to what's called the key lock position. Go here, under, dismount, go right back up here. And there's my lock right there, obviously ending up in a numerous kind of options and things like that. So once again, so these are the moves from under mount and also their counters. Have fun.